It was a rainy Tuesday afternoon in November, the kind of day where the sky stays gray and everything feels heavier than usual. I was working my regular shift at Corner Cafe, a small coffee shop tucked between a bookstore and a flower shop on 5th Street. It wasn't glamorous, but I loved it. The smell of fresh coffee, the soft hum of conversations, the regulars who knew my name, but that day felt different. Around 2:30 p.m. during the usual afternoon lull, a woman walked in. She was soaked from the rain, hair stuck to her face, mascara running down her cheeks. She didn't look at the menu. She didn't come to the counter. She just sat down at a corner table, and she started to cry. Not loud, dramatic crying, quiet, broken sobs, the kind that makes your chest ache just watching. Rain streaks down the window. An empty coffee cup sits on a nearby table. I watched her from behind the counter, unsure what to do. My coworker Sarah noticed too. "Should we say something?" she whispered. Before I could answer, our manager Greg walked over. He was a decent guy, but he ran the shop by the book. "She's been sitting there for 20 minutes without ordering," he said quietly. "You need to ask her to leave or buy something." I looked at the woman again. Her shoulders were shaking. Her hands trembled in her lap. Something in my gut told me she needed that seat more than we needed the table. "I'll handle it," I told Greg. I poured a medium coffee, our house blend, nothing fancy. Added a little cream, the way I liked it. Then I grabbed one of the chocolate chip cookies we'd baked fresh that morning. My heart was pounding as I walked over. I've never been good with emotions. I never know the right thing to say. She didn't look up when I reached her table. I gently set the coffee and cookie down. "Hey," I said softly. "This one's on the house. No pressure to order anything else. You can sit here as long as you need." She finally looked up. Her eyes were red and swollen. For a moment she just stared at me, like she couldn't quite process what I'd said. Then, in the smallest voice, she whispered, "Thank you." I smiled and walked back to the counter. She cups the warm mug with both hands. Steam rises. She stayed for another hour. Drank the coffee slowly, ate half the cookie. Eventually, the crying stopped. She just sat there, quietly, staring out the rain-soaked window. When she finally stood to leave, she came up to the counter. Her eyes were still puffy, but something had changed. There was a light there that hadn't been before. "Thank you," she said again. "You have no idea what this means." I wanted to ask if she was okay. I wanted to say something meaningful. But all I managed was, "Take care of yourself." "Okay." She nodded and walked back out into the rain. I never saw her again, or at least that's what I thought. 3 years passed. Life moved on. I graduated college. I kept working part-time at Corner Cafe while trying to figure out my future. Greg retired. New managers came and went. The shop was renovated, new paint, new furniture. But I was still there, making coffee, greeting regulars, living inside a comfortable routine. Then one sunny afternoon in March, she walked in. At first I didn't recognize her. She looked completely different, healthier, brighter. Her hair was styled. She wore a professional outfit and carried a leather bag. She was smiling. She walked straight to the counter, and when our eyes met, hers widened. "Oh my God," she said. "You're still here." I blinked, confused. "I'm sorry, do I know you?" Her smile grew wider, and tears, different tears this time, filled her eyes. "You probably don't remember me," she said, "but I remember you. 3 years ago, a rainy Tuesday, I was having the worst day of my life. And suddenly, it clicked. The woman, the corner table, the coffee. I remember," I said quietly. She reached into her bag and pulled out an envelope, sliding it across the counter. "I need you to read this," she said, "but not now. Later, when you have a moment." "Wait, But she was already backing toward the door, still smiling. "Thank you," she called out, "for everything." And then I waited until my shift ended. I sat in the same corner where she'd sat 3 years ago, and I opened the envelope.
Inside was a handwritten letter. Dear coffee shop angel, you don't know me, but you saved my life. 3 years ago, I walked into your cafe on the worst day I'd ever experienced. That morning, I'd lost my job. My partner had left me. I'd just gotten an eviction notice. I felt like the entire world was collapsing, and I couldn't see a way forward. I walked into your shop with a plan. I was going to sit there, gather my courage, and then walk to the bridge a few blocks away. I didn't want to exist anymore, but then you brought me coffee and a cookie, and you told me I could stay as long as I needed. It seems small, doesn't it? A cup of coffee, a kind word. But in that moment, it was everything. It reminded me that there was still kindness in the world, that I mattered, that maybe, just maybe, things could get better. I didn't go to the bridge that day. Instead, I called a crisis hotline. I found a therapist. I started rebuilding, one small step at a time. It was hard. It took years, but I made it. Today, I'm a licensed therapist. I work with people who are going through what I went through. Every single day, I help people who feel like giving up. I remind them that they matter, that things can get better. And I think of you, the stranger who gave me coffee when I needed it most. I don't know if you'll ever understand the ripple effect of your kindness, but because of you, I'm here. And because I'm here, I've helped dozens of others stay here too. Thank you for that coffee. Thank you for seeing me when I felt invisible. Thank you for reminding me that small acts of kindness can change everything. With eternal I sat there for a long time holding that letter, tears streaming down my face. I'd almost forgotten about that day. It had seemed so small, so insignificant, but it wasn't small to her, and now I understood something I'd never fully grasped before. We never know how much our kindness matters. That small gesture, that cup of coffee, that moment of compassion, created a ripple effect I couldn't have imagined. Emma didn't just survive, she thrived. And now she's helping others thrive too, all because someone chose kindness on a rainy Tuesday afternoon. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button and subscribe